In this video, we'll learn about the right triangle trigonometry. Let's say we have a triangle, a right angle triangle, ABC, where B is the right angle. There are three terms I want you to be familiar with, which are SOA, COA, TOA. Each one of these terms represents something, so we will go through them one by one. The first one, which is SOA, SOA is the shortcut for sine theta, which equals opposite divided by hypotenuse. Now, where's the opposite and where's the hypotenuse? We are studying the angle theta. So I will imagine myself that I'm standing here. The side which is opposite to me will be the opposite. So in this case, AB is the opposite. Yeah, so here's the theta. The opposite side is AB. Now for the hypotenuse, hypotenuse is always the side which is opposite to the 90 degree angle. So this is the 90 degree. The side which is opposite to it, which is AC. So in this case, AC. Let us jump to a COA. COA is the shortcut for cosine theta and equals to, we see here we have A. A is the shortcut for adjacent divided by H, which is hypotenuse. Now, again, we will have to imagine ourselves standing here at the angle theta because we are studying the angle theta, right? So I will imagine myself standing here. Where is the side which is adjacent to me? It will be this side, which is BC, right? So I will just write here BC. And the hypotenuse, we agreed earlier, the side which is opposite to the 90 degree will be always the hypotenuse. So in this case, it is AC. Let's just jump to the third term, which is TOA. T stands for the tan, so tan theta, equal O, which is opposite, over A, which is adjacent. Now again, I will imagine myself standing here. Where is the opposite to me? The side which is opposite to me will be AB. So I will have to write AB divided by the adjacent, which is, again, I will imagine myself standing here, which is BC, side BC. Now, knowing these formulas, we can find the opposite of each one of them. So sine, the opposite of sine is cosecant. So cosecant theta will be completely the opposite. I mean, for sine, we have opposite divided by hypotenuse. For cosecant, we will have hypotenuse divided by opposite. So it will be hypotenuse divided by opposite. For the cosine theta, adjacent divided by hypotenuse, and the opposite of it will be secant theta. It will be hypotenuse divided by adjacent. And the last one, which is cotangent theta, it will be adjacent divided by opposite. Let us take a look at this example. I have a right angle triangle ABC. The angle of B is 90 degree, and they give me the size of the sides in the question. AB 3, this is 4, and this is 5. And I am requested to find the sine theta, cosine, tan, cosecant, secant, and cotangent theta. Let me first write the shortcuts, which is SOA, COA, TOA. We will start with the sine. Sine, this is the term for it. Sine equals the opposite divided by the hypotenuse. Now this is theta. I will imagine myself standing at this point, and the side which is opposite to me will be AB, which is a 3, right? So for sine, it will be 3 divided by the h, which is the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is always the side which is opposite to the 90-degree angle, which is 5. So in this case it will be 3/5. For cosecant, as we said, it's completely the opposite. So instead of writing 3/5, it will be 5/3. Let us jump to cosine theta. Cosine theta, this is the shortcut for it. Cosine theta equal the adjacent divided by the hypotenuse. Again, I will imagine myself standing here. The side which is adjacent to me will be 4, right? Because the hypotenuse will be always in the same position. Yeah, that will be always opposite to the 90-degree angle. So the side which is adjacent to me will be 4. So I will have to write 4 divided by the hypotenuse, which is 5. Secant, as we said, it's completely the opposite of cosine theta. So we have to just simply flip the numbers. So it will be 5 divided by 4. Let us go to tan theta. Tan theta, this is the shortcut for it. Tan equal opposite divided by adjacent. Again, I will imagine myself standing here. The side which is opposite to me will be 3. So I will have to write 3 divided by the adjacent, which is 4. And for the cotangent theta, sorry, it will be completely the opposite. We have to flip the number. So 4 divided by 3. Now we will continue with the same example, but this time we have changed the location of theta. Okay, so let us solve it. We have to find these values. So we will start with sine theta, but before we start, let us just write the 3 terms, which is SOA, COA, TOA. Let us start with the first one, sine theta. Now this is theta. In this case, I will have to imagine myself standing at this point, right? And according to SOA, S equal, which is sine, equal opposite divided by the hypotenuse. Now the opposite, the side which is opposite to me, will be 4 in this case. So it will be 4 divided by the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse, again, the side which is opposite to the 90 degree, it will be 4 divided by 5. For cosecant, we have to simply flip the numbers. So it will be 5 divided by 4. For cosine theta equal the adjacent divided by the hypotenuse. Now again, I will imagine myself standing here. The side which is adjacent or next to me will be 3, right? So I will have to write 3 divided by 5. For secant is simply the flipping or the inverse of this fraction, which is 5 divided by 3. For tan theta, tan, according to this, equal opposite divided by adjacent. Now again, the opposite will be 4, adjacent will be 3. So it will be 4 divided by 3. Cotangent will be simply inversing the fraction, which is 3/4. Let us take one more example. I have a right angle triangle, and in the question, this example, I have been given 2 sides only, which is 17 and 8. In this case, I have to find the third side. I have to use the Pythagoras theorem, which is a square plus b square equal c square, where c represents the hypotenuse and this is a, this is b. So a square plus 8 square equal 17 square. So this is a square plus 8 square is 46 or 64 equal 17 square is 289. So I have to take 64 to the other side. So a square equal 289 minus 64. A square equal 225. So to get rid of the square, I have to take square root for both sides. So in this case, a will be 15. So simply I have to replace the a with 15. Just let me write it for you guys. So this is 15. And all of this is not required anymore. Now let us find these values. First, let us write the three terms, which is so, co, to. We'll start with the sine. Sine, according to this term, sine equal opposite divided by the hypotenuse. Now, this is theta. The side which is opposite to me is 15. So let us write it here. This is opposite, and this is adjacent, and 17 is the hypotenuse. Okay, so sine equal opposite divided by the hypotenuse. The opposite is 15, so it will be 15 divided by the hypotenuse, which is 17. For cosecant theta, cosecant is simply flipping this fraction, so it will be the opposite, which is 17 divided by 15. Let's just jump to cosine theta. Cosine theta, according to this term, cosine equal adjacent divided by hypotenuse. Now, this is theta. The side which is adjacent to theta is 8, and the hypotenuse is 17. So it will be 8 divided by 17. For secant, it will be simply flipping the fraction, which is 17 divided by 8. The last one, which is tan theta. Tan, according to the term, equal opposite divided by the hypotenuse. No, this is wrong. It should be actually adjacent. Okay, so tan equal opposite, which is 15 divided by the adjacent, which is 8. So in this case, it will be 15 divided by 8. Cotangent theta, it is simply flipping the fraction, which is 8 divided by 15. Let us take a look at this right angle triangle. I have a triangle and I have been given one side and one angle. In this question, they are requesting us to find the value of x, which is this segment. How we can do it? The first step, I have to write the three terms, which are so, co, to. Next step, I have to use one of these three terms and start solving. But how I can decide which one to be used? It depends upon the question. In this question, we will notice that we have the angle and we are requested to find the side which is opposite. I will just write O. And we have been given also the side which is adjacent. So if you notice here, we have been given opposite and adjacent. Yeah. So which one of these three terms has opposite and adjacent? We will notice the third one is having opposite and adjacent. So simply I will have to write just tan, the angle, which is 38, equal opposite, which is x, right? So this is the side which is opposite, divided by the adjacent, which is 42. Now I can simply solve this equation for x. I will have to multiply both sides by 42. These will cancel out. So in this case, x equals 42 tan 38. So x equal 32.8. Let us take a look at this example. I have a right angle triangle and I have been given the hypotenuse, which equals 26. One angle also has been given to us, which is 54, and they are requesting us to find the value of x. The first thing I have to do is to write the three terms. So, co, to. Now I have to decide which one to be used for solving this question. Now, if you see, I have been given one angle here, which is 54. Now I will imagine myself standing here, and they are requesting us to find the side which is adjacent to the angle 54. So I will just write A as a shortcut for adjacent, and we have been given also the hypotenuse, which is this one. I will write H. So from these terms, which one of these terms has the letters A and H? You will notice Ka has A and H. A stands for adjacent, H for hypotenuse. So the other two are out. So that's how we choose the correct term. Now let us solve the question. So it will be cosine theta, which is cosine 54, equal adjacent, which is x, right? As we said, this is x, this is the adjacent, divided by the hypotenuse, which is 26. Simply, I have to solve this equation for x. I will have to multiply both sides by 26. These two will cancel out. So in this case, x equal 26 cosine 54. Using the calculator, x equal 15.28. Let us take a look at this example. I have been given a right angle triangle with a couple of information. The first one, the angle which is here, 32. This side is 12, and they are requesting us to find the hypotenuse, which is x. So the first thing they have to do is write the three terms, so ka, to. Now, which one to choose to solve this question? It depends upon the question. So I will imagine myself standing here at the angle, and they are requesting us to find the hypotenuse, right? So I will just mark here and write H as a shortcut for hypotenuse. And we have been given also the side which is opposite to the angle 32. So I will just make a arrow here and write O. So now, which one of these three terms has the two letters O and H? You will notice the first one is having O and H. The other two are out. So now simply we have to write sine 32 equal the opposite side, which is 12, divided by the hypotenuse, which is x. Now simply I have to do cross multiplication to solve for x. So in this case, x will be 12 divided by sine 32, which equals 22.64.